Welcome back. Will Worsham joins us now for this week's Speaking Legal Discussion. Always good to see you.
It's good to be here.
Hey, before we get to today's question, remind folks what you and Bruce Porter have going on.
Oh, right, yeah. We started a couple months ago. We did just a little estate planning basics. It's a little half hour just to let people know kind of what estate planning is all about. And it was so popular it filled up, so we put one in July. It's filled up, and so we've rolled over. We put one now Tuesday, August 21st at 6 p.m. It's about half full already.
Yeah.
So
good idea to start calling.
Call now. I think his number is 882-1800. Bruce sponsors that over at the Resource Center. And if that one fills up and you can't get in, we'll roll that over to September. We'll just keep doing it.
I have a feeling as long as you keep filling the seats, you'll keep doing it.
Well, the thing is, we've getting some feedback on it. People say that they're having a good time.
Yeah.
So even though we're talking about estate planning and dying and all that stuff, we're making it fun at least.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of the things that you do, and Bruce, you bring things into a very easy way for people to understand.
Well, thanks.
So that's probably why you're filling seats.
Nice of you to say.
All right, you want to take a look at the question?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, here it goes. Is it legal to disinherit your children?
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay, we're done here.
Thanks. That's a good question. No, actually, yeah. No, it is. You can.
Sure.
If you have a good reason. And when people come in and talk to me about wanting to do that type of stuff, hey, we'll do whatever they want to do, but sometimes we'll talk through it. Why is it that you think you want to disinherit your children? Sometimes people don't know exactly what that means.
Yeah, explain that, because that's like you're out of the will.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means. And so if you disinherit your children, that means they're not going to get anything. And sometimes the reason people do this is they'll say, well, I'm just worried they won't spend the money wisely.
Right.
Well, there's some other ways that we can handle that situation. We can do some spendthrift trusts.
Yeah, we've talked about trust and things where you're still controlling it, even after death, so to speak.
Because a lot of times it's not that you just want that child to not get anything. You're just worried they won't be wise with it, or you're worried that maybe a spouse might get a hold of it and do something, and it might get outside of your family or outside of your control. And that's really what you're wanting to avoid. And so, yeah, trusts are a wonderful tool, and we use them for all kinds of purposes in estate planning, but ultimately it's to make sure that what happens is what happens. What you want to happen is what happens.
Well, let me ask you this then. If you decide, I want to follow this line, I want to disinherit my child, what legal steps? I mean, not everything's etched in stone, is it?
Well, it can be. It depends on how you want to draft it. Now, anytime you draft a will, when we've talked about wills they can be in a probate type situation, that if you have something in a probate court, then it's much more subject to challenge than it is if you happen to be in a situation where you're going to have a trust. Because a trust is administered all within the attorney's office, not in a probate court. And a will can be challenged, and it can be changed at any time. If you really want to disinherit someone and you want to make sure it can't be changed, then we would do that through something more like an irrevocable trust. So we use an irrevocable trust. It means exactly what it says. You can't, for the most part, change the terms of that trust.
But then you hear all the stories about, I've been cut out of the will, I'm getting my attorney. We're going, I mean...
They are, but once again, the trust is a much more bulletproof way of handling that.
The irrevocable, yeah.
Well, yeah, the irrevocable trust, or even a revocable trust. Because as the grantor, you're the one that gets to revoke it, not anybody else. The person that creates the revocable trust is the one that can change it, or anybody that you give the power to change that through a durable power of attorney and some other things that we use to make sure that all of our estates are handled by the people we want handling them in the way we want them handled. So either one can do that. But remember, a probate, that's a lawsuit that you file against yourself after you're dead for the benefit of your creditors.
Okay.
So it's already in court.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to challenge it, if you've tried to disinherit someone with a will, it's already in court. There's already a mechanism in place for them to do that. Having to challenge a trust is a little more of a process than having to challenge it if it's already in probate because it's a will.
So obviously, if whatever process that you're going to go through here, trust, whatever, it's a good idea to set this all down legally with an attorney at your side making it happen.
Yeah, it's like I tell everybody. It's not so much about what documents you use, what documents we're going to produce, the language we're going to use to do that. It's about, let's understand what our goals are, and then we'll use the right documents to achieve your goals. We're going to talk way more about goals than we do about documents.
All right, tell you what. People want more information about this or, other subjects. How do they get a hold of you, Will?
You can email me here at the station at wworsham@color10.com, or our website, our new and improved website's up at willworshamlaw.com.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Tom.
Always good to see you. Thank
too.
you, Will. All right, up next, Kim Vance and Barbara Snell with Advanced Tour and Traveler here with details on their latest trip. Stick around. Ozarks Live will be right back.